Greetings everyone, welcome back to another session, Dorsey's Resource. Check the description box for the disclaimer. Just everyone please keep in mind, if you need to seek a competent professional regarding this video, please seek a lawyer. These are simply my thoughts and opinions on the topic. I am not responsible. This is like a commentary based upon the Iraqi Dinar. The topic of this video is going to be about, is it a scam? And this is going to be part 2 to my previous video. Something I forgot to mention and from my previous video, I have a friend of mine that actually wired me up on some intel about a year ago, or actually maybe a year, approximately maybe 2 years ago or 2.5 years ago, mentioned to me that someone he knows who's a credible source that I've met before actually saw the rate show up on Forex one night, or that currency exchange site. I'm not sure if they changed the name yet, because I believe they were supposed to be going up under a different name, CSX or something like that. He said he actually saw the dinar show up. I forget the specific rate, if it was around $3. So he was mentioning to me that it was real. They, from what I heard from the top intel providers and gurus, they were running tests at the time. So I was aware when I heard TNT mention that on the call. We had never met before, so that's how I knew he was telling the truth. I don't remember specifically the specific date, but it was around the same time period that my source that I had shared with me. He saw it show up on the screen. And to reiterate, please keep in mind that if this opportunity was a scam, that certain brick and mortar locations would not have been allowed to sell the Iraqi dinar, and also foreign currency exchange dealers online, not just brick and mortar locations. And you also have banks, from what I understand, they keep real privately. Some people have reported where they've purchased dinar from in different cities and different banks, certain places. I do know, to reiterate, Chase Bank used to sell it. Fifth Third, I've heard, sold it. Some people I've heard out there mention Wells Fargo, but people I know personally have mentioned they purchased it from Chase Bank and Fifth Third Bank. And then from reading the post on different sites, there's people out there who stated they've also purchased some in the past from Wells Fargo. Now, I don't know as of 2017 if they currently do. The latest word that I received recently is that they're waiting for things with of course, since Trump has been elected, congratulations to now no longer the president-elect, but to our 45th president, Donald Trump, who I was also told by a source. I used to hear rumors years ago, but one of my sources confirmed that he does indeed hold dinars, and mentioned that on public TV. Used to be on YouTube. I think they may have removed the video. I don't know which one it was specifically, because my source told me he does know for sure he saw it. He just can't remember if it was on the David Letterman show or Larry King. I used to hear people say it was Larry King, but I've heard this from other people out there. So the dinar is very real. It is a form of an investment, and I do respect the powers that be. There are things that do go on behind the scenes, but the things that I discussed in my video, I just wanted to provide overall insight dealing into other things. I know some people heard me talk about the cabal, the Illuminati, etc., XYZ, just trying to show from another angle how they wanted to keep certain things private from the general public, was not privy to, because there's a difference between the public sector and the elite private sector. I'm not just talking about rich people who have money. There's a whole nother level, and I won't go into that right now. If many of you all can do your own research into the deep state on YouTube, that's a term that generally rich people use. Instead of them using the term cabal or Illuminati, they'll say deep state or shadow government they'll refer to. But I've been hearing that term deep state a lot. But I heard that also. I wanted to provide evidence down the line. I said I wish this wasn't true, but I did have a source that sent me an email last summer of 2016, sometime around July or August. I may upload the video sometime in the future. This source allegedly says from another source who was reporting on it that President Obama was stalling and holding up the RV. And I said, I hope that wasn't true, but I did used to hear certain listeners where people would call into TNT's show that didn't necessarily, it sounded like, get along with him, but they would mention, they would throw names out there like George Soros, so they would say Obama. And I did read from beforeitsnews.com put out a post back in 2011 that mentioned this as well. This is a totally separate source, and also the documentary Changes on the Horizon said this as well. So when I received this email, this was a totally separate source from the two sources I just mentioned. So I was totally stunned, because I know when you do a research paper, just like if you're in high school or college and your English professor or instructor has the requirements for the research paper, you cite your sources to do a bibliography. That's to show credibility. I'm just sharing with my viewers and listeners out there, there's credibility. Please do your own research, make your own evaluation. I don't have any evidence, but I would not be surprised if that was true. But I hear that they're waiting for the Trump administration to get acclimated, and I love the job that I see so far with the President-elect Trump, and things, how they're moving thus far. So I just wanted to provide kind of an update. I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. If you guys did take the time to watch this video, please don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. And you can also follow me at Dorsey's Resource on Twitter and Facebook, and also on YouTube. With that said, take care.